What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about the new Chilkey ND TKL. This is the same series as the ND75, which I reviewed a few months ago. This is a TKL layout full aluminum keyboard. Let's just get into what you'll get in the box. You'll get this cable. You'll get the other supplies for mounting options. And then you will get this little screwdriver, plus obviously a manual. Interestingly enough, just like the ND75, you do not get a keycap or switch puller in the box, which I just don't understand why. It doesn't really make sense, but whatever. In terms of colors, this is the jet black colorway. It does come in a green, white, and blue color. Let's just get into the easy disassembly of the board. I'm going to move that over. So you can just push up here, then push up back, and the top literally easily comes off just like that. And then there's a magnet under here that just pops in. Also right here, you see no foam here. On the keyboard, there will be foam on the back of the PCB. I just removed mine because I swapped the switches and did a little modding. And as you can see down here, I don't know how well you can see, but I am using the foam mount option, which isn't listed on the website, but it does come with. Now we can easily put the keyboard back together just like that. So the plate you saw in there was an aluminum flex cut PCB, but you can get an aluminum non-flex cut PCB and a polycarbonate non-flex cut PCB. I would opt to not get the flex cut PCB. It'll probably sound better. The board does sound like it's missing some sound with the flex cut, so go for a non-flex cut. But in terms of aluminum or polycarbonate, that's your choice. I don't think it'll affect much. In terms of foam inside the board, there is going to be plate foam, PE foam, and then foam back of the PC. And then there was that plastic thing on bottom you saw. It sounds okay. I did remove one layer of foam just for myself. And then I also want to show you the back weight. So this case is full aluminum with a white back weight. The back weight is fine, especially for a keyboard this price. But I did notice some of the other colorways had nicer back weights, and I do think they could have done something like more like silver or whatever, but they did want to go with the colorway. Also with that, I think they should have done all black keycaps, but again, they decided to go with this, and it's fine. You can change keycaps later. In terms of the board's connectivity, it is wireless, Bluetooth, and wired. The wireless and wired will have 1K polling rate, and Bluetooth will have 125 Hertz. In terms of software, there is a web software with RGB. The RGB, I'm not using it. It might go on for a second there. It's not very bright. If you really love RGB, this board isn't for you. It's kind of mad. The web software is pretty easy to use. One of the times I did use it, it was lagging a bit, but usually it's fine. This is not VIA compatible, but the software is okay. In terms of keycaps, these are Cherry Profile keycaps with their PBT, and they have a nice coating. I didn't have any issues with this coating. I think for a keyboard this price, these are solid keycaps, no issues with them. And then in terms of switches, so the stock will come with Kala Blue Lotus. I switched mine out. They're factory lubed, but I will give a sound test of the Blue Lotus with all three mounting styles, and I'll give a sound test with the switches I currently have in here. In terms of typing feel and sound, there is a nice amount of flex, and I do think the board sounds pretty okay. It's not the best sounding board I've tried at this price point. I do think the ND75 sound profile is much better, but it does sound pretty nice, and the typing feel is really good. In terms of pricing, it is $110 to $118 depending which color and plate you get. And then there's plus shipping, which I'm assuming for most people is going to be $30 plus. So this board will come in between like $130 and $150, which is pretty expensive. I do think there are other aluminum TKLs that might be better options for some people in this price point, like the M-Chose I think it's called the GX87. So there are other options, but if you are interested in Chilkey's boards and the NDTKL, overall, I think this is a decent keyboard. I don't think it's the best option on the market, but I think it's a solid option. It's pretty nice. Right now, I think they're running a Black Friday sale, so it might be slightly cheaper. But yeah, overall, this is a decent keyboard. I think it's an okay recommendation, and I'm going to leave you guys with the sound test. Thanks for watching.